Hey. Hi. What?
Use your words. Use your big boy words.
I was waiting for the host to talk.
Oh. Welcome.
I'm trying not to host.
Yeah, Lexi, use your words.
Okay.
I'll tell you what happened. We went live, and then something inside of me was like, and then I realized I'm not the host of the show anymore. Lexi is.
Oh.
I don't even know what the hell we're doing.
I thought you had something important to say. That's why I was giving you the floor.
No, I'm more concerned of getting pink fluff on my mustache during the podcast. I was waiting for you to take the lead.
Okay. Got you. Welcome to the Honeycomb Hideout, a weekly podcast where we, as a band and staff members here at Sepsis, host conversations about the music industry, social media, and the latest AI and technology news. We're Sepsis... What?
Well, I was going to say, we're also a group that likes to have a soda and a sandwich.
But separately.
Right. Not together.
No.
You get one of
Sold
the other.
separate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Capitalism.
Video gothism?
Wait a minute.
Is this a new account?
Wait a minute.
What happened?
Hold on. Hold on.
Follow.
All I know is that better not be anybody hijacking our homeboy's account.
Seriously.
Come forth and reveal yourself.
That better not be like no imposter or AI video goth.
Right.
What if that's AI video?
I don't know.
Hi. Also, why are you AI?
Yo, video wouldn't like that because then
Reverse it.
right.
He's gonna flip the table, and we have a candle.
Can video AI goth flip tables?
Ooh,
Dun
that is a
dun
good
dun.
It's me. I'm just a hologram.
Wait a minute.
What? Wait,
Wait a minute.
is this a Star Wars reference? May the Fourth be with you.
That's on Saturday.
I know, but that's why I'm saying, you know, because it could be earlier.
Goony woony woony.
Sorry, I'm
Flanging around.
This sounds like This sounds like a lightsaber fight. Like music for a lightsaber fight.
Kevin wanted red.
The dark side
Thanks, Kevin.
returns. The dark side returns.
New account, same sarcasm. Alrighty. You let me know what happened to the other one later.
Well, we are counting on your sarcasm. And
Yeah.
I'm being serious about that. Not being sarcastic.
Serious.
I'm gonna have to also mod you now, so hold on.
Wait a minute, what the hell's
What is
going
this?
on here? What happened
Explain
to the old
yourself.
Because that's video.
How do you fucking know it's
We
him?
need to ask him
Hold
questions.
on, hold on. You don't know that that's him.
I can tell it's him.
How
No!
can you tell? That's AI.
That's him.
It's artificial intelligence.
It's messing with you.
I'm telling you, it's so real now. Ask Llama Llama Ding Dong.
Llama Nama Ding Dong.
Text him.
Wait a minute, you better find out because it could be a fucking imposter.
Right? Yeah, what if he texts you back and like,
Think
what are
I'm
you
an
talking about?
imposter? You thinking I'm an imposter? Nah, that might be an imposter.
Yeah.
Imposter.
Turn your head into pasta.
I go for some spaghetti. Yeah.
Yo, all I know is that might not really be him.
Right.
You know that?
I don't know, and that's kind of the dilemma.
But what we know for sure is that we are Sepsis. We are a heavy metal band from Manchester, New Hampshire.
Woo!
I am the merch girl for the band. My name is Lexi.
Hi, Lexi.
Hi. I'm the band
I
of...
told you it was him. I told you. Okay, I'm a modern. Hold on.
I want proof.
photographic evidence. I'm the band assistant, and sometimes I also perform on stage with the band, too.
Hell yeah, you do.
It's really fun. Come to a show, you'll see.
Yeah, all of you guys, if you come to a show, all you motherfuckers can perform. You just need to go.
Come to a show. Melissa, behind the camera.
Hi.
is the lead singer in the band. Salvatore, who is in the computer. He's on the drums. William Savant and Sriracha, also known as Hot Sauce, they're on the guitars and screams. They scream at you and stuff. And let's not forget the mesmerizing, low-tone, hypnotizing musical taste of our very own bass player, the Kimono King himself, ladies and gentlemen, Zachy!
Thank you.
That was good. That was
awesome.
good. That was fucking crazy.
I'm not crying behind these glasses at all. Good.
That was awesome, dude. Wow, how come? I think when she does this, next time when she does the Sriracha part, you should hit the when she does the William Savant Sriracha part. I go like this, and then you should hit the thing, and it goes.
What thing is that?
You have it. Do some hammer-ons and pull-offs. You know what I'm talking about.
Hold on, I forgot the button.
You have some tapped notes.
Just start hitting buttons.
Yeah, hit a couple. It's been a while.
Test all of them, make sure they work.
Okay, is it this one?
No, that's a dive bomb.
Close, but
Almost.
I don't think I have it installed right now. I don't yet.
Why do you have all these like? Oh no, these like limp. Oh.
I have this one.
Oh, we thought that
we
there
both
was
did
we thought there was an exit note.
Well, though, there's an exit symbol.
Right.
Yeah, that's all I got right now.
Okay, that was good though. We needed that.
This is the best place to stay up to date and find out the latest content and news about the band, live streams. You can also find content and other things on sepsis.com. We can also be found on YouTube and Facebook. Check us out. Our shop's also on sepsis.com. We got cool shirts.
hey, I have that same shirt.
Yeah?
Yeah,
It's a cool shirt.
it's a pretty cool shirt.
Did you see the new Sepsis Swarm logos that are going on the engraves?
Did I? No.
The
They're
fans
so
are not
fucking
ready.
Awesome.
There's a-
It's like the combination of the old "Let's Go Fuck It" shirt and the Swarm, but with the Sepsis real OG font. Like that font is like it doesn't exist. It's its own thing.
Huh.
Yeah.
We've been trying to. If you notice, can you just demonstrate this font? This font is like it doesn't exist on any computer programs. There's nowhere you can get it. It's not like you
Can't
can
get
look
this.
it. It's not you can't look up that font and get it
This
anywhere.
is unique.
This is the only. It was made before computers did that.
No shit.
Yeah, there were no font programs at the time when we designed this logo. We drew that on a piece of paper in prison. It's not. We didn't have Photoshop or nothing like that's a drawing.
On a piece of paper.
So when we need to make that font, we can't make it.
Gotta redraw it.
We have to
retrace it.
we have to do the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But you can
Lengthy
but,
process.
The new logo.
but the new engraves has the official OG font on it, which I love.
Aaron, thank you for 200 stars.
Woo!
You know
You're
what's good
cool.
about that too? Like the next Swarmy Fest logo will have like our official OG font on it, which is nice. We don't have enough logos with our real font on it. I don't like when you go to shows and like heavy metal shows and the band is going there and they have a flyer, but they do it in cheap like cell phone font.
Oh,
I don't like that.
Boo.
right.
Super boo. We can do better.
Wait, is that the best we've got?
I don't think
All
so.
right, go ahead. I'm sorry for all of that.
This is the Honeycomb Hideout podcast. We go live every week, midweek, on the hump day,
Wednesday, let us.
7 p.m. Eastern. Hello. Welcome. Quick Disclaimer.
That's Cindy from the laundromat. Disclaimer.
Oh, she's a bitch.
Cindy from LOL. You know.
Oh, she's okay though.
I'm never doing this.
Cleary Cleaners.
I'm never
Oh,
doing.
they suck.
Remember them Cleary Cleaners? You got to be from New England.
Just so you guys are all made aware, we do not band to you. We don't have the ability to do heavy metal music and podcasting to people. So if there's any ideas or opinions we express during the live stream here that you find offensive, intense, or emotional, we strongly recommend you hide the page or find content that fits your personal tastes. We don't live stream at people or have any motivation to change the way individuals think or live beyond our own quality control.
Ain't that the truth?
In regards to the rest of our art or wildlife images and websites, you have the responsibility to exercise the full extent of your freedom to ignore our band pages, live streams, broadcasts, music events, and ignore social media altogether. This is an adult program. Our band's entire project, Sepsis Message, our lyrics, our investments, our resources, art, or studying and training, our passion, and our hard work is all designed and dedicated to encouraging conversations around local music, art, and expression, freedom, and fairness. We like to educate bands and fans about the tools and news of what's left of the modern music industry, the internet, and our economic and cultural contributions.
Kevin sent 100 stars again. Kevin, it's already red.
I was gonna say, Kevin, it's already the color that you like.
We're still on the dark side.
Yo, thank you to everybody that's been donating on all of the live streams. It's absolutely been helpful, and it has been helping us develop and produce our trips to the Great Rock Fest and the few shows we have. It's gotten a little bit lighter for us and easier for us to do these programs the more you guys have donated. So,
He said green.
Jedi.
green with the money.
Woo!
No, but it really has. You guys would be surprised, but the donations that you do send to us, the stars, the subscriptions, especially super shout out to all the people that have recently subscribed. That is huge. Melissa just talked about it one time last week, and all of a sudden we have a bunch of new subscribers. With that, I think we're doing a Cinco de Drinko live performance for our subscribers. I'm not telling you to get drunk. I'm saying on Cinco de Mayo, though, we have a band practice on that date.
Hell yeah.
So on that date, if you are a subscriber, we're gonna do unfortunately for subscribers only. So if you are a subscriber here on Facebook, or you are a Yellow Jacket or Patreon, make sure you send Melissa a message if there's any confusion. On Cinco de Drinko, we're gonna do something you wouldn't think of. So we're gonna do a full set of music. I think we're gonna do every song that we know.
Aaron just sent 300 stars.
Okay, now you're fucking with us. How many colors is that? We don't have tricolor.
Yeah, Aaron, what color do you want?
Does Aaron know that we can change it? He can change it?
Well, he knows now.
Okay.
So
The
for
only time we can do tricolors when we're back at the practice space.
that's true. It's a quality feature of the practice space.
What if we moved the Honeycomb Hideout to Sundays? Would you guys hate it?
Put a 1 in the chat. If you like it, put a 2 in the chat. If you don't like it,
Yeah, put a 2 in the chat if you want Honeycomb Hideout
on Wednesday.
On Wednesday forever.
Don't change it.
Don't
ever
lie to
again.
us either, or people, please.
Please be honest in the chat.
Or What if the Honeycomb Hideout combined forces with Swarm TV and we did it Sunday mornings? Put a 1 in the chat if you'd like that.
1 hard 2.
Oh.
A hard
Come on,
Hans.
give it to us. That's okay. I mean, I guess I get Hans. You have a hard 2. I have to listen to this later on.
I could watch more. 1.
Boom.
Wow.
Here is the benefit. If we did do it on Sunday, people could watch it throughout the day.
Another 1.
I think we would probably start it around 11 o'clock and it would end 12:30. What do you guys think? I'm not saying we're going to do it. What do you think?
Feedback.
And then let's do one more. How would you guys feel? Put a 1 in the chat if you guys would be excited about another female podcaster from our staff coming on to the program. Put a 1. Put a 1 in the chat right now. If it went to Sunday, how do you feel about there being a 4th person at the table, another female,
110 from
on the
Kevin.
podcast? Or do you want us to keep it on Wednesday and just the 3 of us? There will be some changes regardless in audio because it's hard to hear Zach. Zach has to yell right now. So, yeah, we don't know what he's saying. We'll get back to you on that. But,
1.
okay, if you are seeing this as a recording later on, let's redo it for people that are seeing this in a recording later on and just catching up. If was the 5th, how would we get home? Well, we'd be drunk driving. If was a spliff, well, we'd be all fucked up. Right, we'd be high as a motherfucker. So, if we move the Honeycomb Hideout to Sundays, would you guys like that? And if you did, put a 1 in the chat forever. With that being maybe a bonus of there being another conversationalist. Do you guys like the idea of us going to Sunday mornings and adding another female conversationalist?
1.
Wow. Or do you want us to continue to do it Wednesday? Let us. Just think about it. It doesn't have to be now.
Oh, video coming in with a sub. Thank you.
Video! Thank
Wait a minute.
you.
Wait a minute. He's already...
New account,
Got the new
remember?
account.
Wait a minute.
He's
Oh, okay.
subscribing on the new account.
Okay, all right. I'm all confused.
Thank
Keep
you. You're awesome.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't already, please take a few seconds to share the feed. Share it to groups, your friends, Messenger.
And then subscribe so you can watch us play over a full set of music on Cinco de Drinko.
Oh, yeah. Definitely join us for that.
That's what I think, oh.
Who knows? Maybe I'll even bust out the acoustic guitar.
Hello?
There's bongos there.
That's what I'm saying. What do you think, oh?
There's bongos there.
We'll do full... We'll
There's
do...
a cajon as
If
well.
you subscribe now,
There's a cajon.
we will do full Lexi screams on Blacklight Invasion.
Yeah.
Oh, Snapple.
If she agrees.
I agree.
Oh. There you have it, Mr.
But
Magic.
noted. We're going to do it.
We're going to do it to you.
Right? 100, Stars changes the lights. If anyone's just joining us and don't know why lights keep changing behind us and stars and things, if you donate stars, thank you. You're amazing. And you can also change the color, any color you want. Only 100 stars.
Pick a color, any color.
All the color. Do we have mail call this week?
No, because I've been reading the comments from people now on Wednesdays on William versus the World. I want the hecklers to be in the room with me. I want to spend more time face to face. I want to be at eye level. Especially the more
I feel the energy.
I do, the more questions that people ask me, the more people are confused or misunderstood by what I have to present on my programs. I want people to be in the room with me, spending time face to face with me, so we can deal with the challenging topics together right then and there.
I like that. That's cool. Okay.
That's why.
You can watch William versus the World every weekday here on the Sepsis Networks. Are you also on YouTube?
Tuesday, let me no. No. Yes. Yeah. No. I'm on all the places.
You're on all the places.
I'm in all the places.
The tumbles, the rumbles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right now we are on
We're-
Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube.
Rumble, Tumble,
Not
Bumble.
Kick anymore?
You're on Bumble.
No.
Wow.
That's a sex site. Bumble.
Yeah.
Did you know that? Fumble.
They do.
That's another one too.
They have a just friends portion.
They do.
They have a what? Portion?
Hold on.
Like a strictly platonic.
Are you telling me Zachy B is telling us, everybody, that dating sites have a friend zone?
Yes.
Why don't you just have friend apps?
Like Facebook.
Why aren't there apps where you can make friends? Where are those? How come no one's come up with any apps where people make friends?
What, like MySpace?
They only have apps where people hate each other. You notice that? Where are the apps where people like each other?
No.
Nobody likes each other on the internet. You should have saw. I read the. Listen. You remember what I'm about to say?
Yeah.
We read this. This is true.
Mm-hmm.
It was the scariest fucking thing we've ever seen. It was just a normal homegrown post, and it was something like, "How do you feel about people?" You know what I mean? And the people in the post, it was fucking outstanding.
It was crazy, y'all.
It wasn't just I hate people. I mean, people went into depth about each other. I hate the way people smell. I hate the way people look. I mean, and people just fucking. I said, "Oh my God!" And then I realized why people don't like me, because I figured out, holy shit, there's so many people that hate people. That people that hate people naturally are projecting and think and agree and believe that everyone else hates people. Because people hate people so much, they're convinced that people hate them too. But then, there's fucking people like me that love people. And I'm widely misunderstood by people that fucking hate people. I don't fucking hate people. I'm sorry. Like, people will be like, "Oh, you're complaining," and I'll say to them, "Oh my God, I'm teaching, or I'm educating, or I'm reporting," and this will make people sick. Are you ready for this at home? Ready to throw up in your mouth? I have no part of my life that I can find to complain about. Not health, not abundance, not riches, not youth, not talent, not music, not my beautiful singing girlfriend, nothing. I can't, if I looked for something to complain about, it would be difficult for me. And I hope that doesn't make you sick. I hope that inspires you. But I can't find anything about my career to complain about. Yes, we teach about the music industry, and there's a lot going on that we don't like about the music industry, but I don't, for certain. I don't have any complaints about Sepsis' career climb. How could that be misunderstood? The most responsible people in the room are asking the questions.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people just be hating.
There you have it.
Yeah. And speaking of people, did you guys know that the TikTok era is over?
What?
The TikTok.
We know
era
about
is
the
over.
ban. We know about that. Is there more on that to that?
There's more?
There is. I did a story this morning on how the EU is now considering getting rid of it.
The E. But not the other vowels.
EU. Right.
Just E and U.
Right. AIOU. And sometimes I don't know why the fuck we do any of this shit.
So, there's this lady. Her name, I'm trying to get her name. Miss Michelle Harrison.
Okay.
At the beginning of this year, Miss Michelle Harrison ventured out to launch her own management company called the MPH Collective, following a 20-year career that she has worked with Alanis Morissette.
Sure.
I think that's how you say her name. Alanis
Morissette,
Morissette. Vampire Weekend, Raphael, I'm going to pronounce his last name.
Michelangelo, Donatello.
Yeah, she's worked with quite a few people. And she founded the company after stops at Monotone, Friends at Work, and Arranged Media Partners, and realizing that she had a desire to do things her own way, which is creating this company. MPH is founded on values that span community, family, valuing people, longevity, loyalty, support, and financial gain for all the artists and entertainers that you see before you. She also has quite few credentials, also in R&B, working with people in R&B as well.
And so not just R and B also?
Yes, she works with basically everybody of every genre.
She's done a lot. That's what I'm saying.
And she also has a degree in law. And, yes.
My kind of person.
Yes.
Yep.
So she has a degree in law because when she started wanting to venture out and working with artists and managing artists, it was during a time in the 1990s where you couldn't fully get educated on the music industry itself. You had to find information elsewhere, so she took to law
Oh!
to get that information.
Whoa! Doesn't that sound familiar?
Yeah. So she took to law to get her information. Here we are 20 years forward. She has this company, MPH. And in this article, there's an interview that she had with the person that was making this specific article. And it goes into talking about how it gets into the legal practices of the artists on places like TikTok and equal pay, as well as people having or managing careers on there. She goes into depth about the legalities of all of those things. And I'm trying to find more information on these through this interview that she had. And she talks about the failures throughout the years of her being or working with these artists. And she would say her biggest career failure had to do with not being true to herself or allowing things and making her feel comfortable. But also she goes into talking about how, like, there's so much unfairness that she has to deal with as a manager, managing these people.
You know what I appreciate? People that have had that. Sorry to cut you off, but what I want to focus on quickly is just like, here's this. I've never heard of her. You know what I mean? I don't want to pretend like I have. But it seems like she's got quite the resume, you know? And I don't have a resume like that.
No.
In music. But it is refreshing to me to hear somebody with her resume that's been saying the same kind of things that we talk about right here on the podcast. It really resonates the same kind of mode and mood and message that we have in promoting, you know, safe space to learn about the music industry. What she's talking about is learning.
Yes.
The ability to learn about the tools to make a living. This isn't crazy.
They're really, and the key
It's not
takeaway
crazy,
from that,
you know. It's not.
the key takeaway from that portion of the article is that here's this lady back in 1990s trying to be an artist manager for people.
Yeah.
And she had to go and figure out all this information on her own when there wasn't internet. There barely was a library source on this. There was barely any tangible information on how to help these people that she was really passionate about helping get them to where they needed to go.
Wow.
And the best way that she thought at the time to get that information was not only be in the field and work hands-on, get your feet completely wet,
Yep.
free fall completely, learn the dirty tricks of the trade, and also learn law about it as well. And then filtering that in, which presents this part of the article, which took me a little bit to get, I apologize. But the question goes, what is the most exciting development happening in today's music business? And she goes, it feels like it's going back to a real art and the TikTok era is over. Artists aren't being signed based on one thing going viral anymore. She thinks the industry learned that a lot of those artists aren't actual artists. Some are, but you can't predict which one is which. And it's nice to see that you can't really manipulate the system anymore. There are no gatekeepers. Streaming has flattened that. People are going to find songs that they love. Even if it's by a huge artist, it's hard for the machine to make a song a success. It really comes down to the fans actually liking it, and that's exciting. I agree with Miss Michelle Harrison on that.
She says, we did the algorithms, we played the games, we've tried it out, we've done it for 15 years. Let's face it, we fucking hate it. Social media is upsetting, people are miserable, they're not having fun, tickets show, the fucking prices are being scalped, there's too many fucking middlemen, people are unhappy with a product, with a service that is an all-time high quality, music sounds better. Music sounds better. It's more available, and it's in high demand. Why can't we come up with a system that we can compromise and be happy about? And I think that she's onto something too, and when she says, look, we have been there. We've given piracy a shot. We've given streaming a shot. We've seen what we can come up with social media. And I think the good news is we've calculated. We know what makes people unhappy about this.
Because the fans will respond.
They have.
And they will. We can't keep swindling fans and manipulating fans to do or act in such a way that is
they're not stupid.
Right. We can't keep thinking that they're all dumb, like they're not.
There was a time in music when people didn't know algorithm. There was a time in people when if you talked about IRSC codes or charts or systems, there was so much magic and mystique in the industry. I mean, the industry from last year when she started in the 90s, it still depended on an invisible magic and mystique that the customer, that the consumer can't see. They can't get backstage. But of course, with social media and documentaries and media being so readily available, and of course, us as artists going backstage with our phones, showing people, talking about it, bands like Sepsis having podcasts and people getting out there telling their stories, fans are smart enough now to know that numbers can be manipulated. Fans are smart enough, they know now that the kids on Nickelodeon weren't living in luxury. People are smart enough now. They've seen what happened with Britney Spears. They've seen what happened with the rappers in TLC in the 90s. It's not a rumor anymore. People know that record labels are shady. People know that Spotify, manipulates numbers. People know now it's a common meme. It's funny to talk about how much artists make. It's funny now, and it's common for us to talk about Spotify and how much they don't, pay artists. Years ago, that might have been something that people were confused about. I remember when me and Melissa would be sitting around the table with our families and explain to them, oh, no, we're trying to make ends meet. And they go, oh, no, you guys opened up for Puddle of Mud and Static X and all this stuff. It was hard for us to explain to everybody and our friends, like,
Right.
Yeah, no, like we're paying for this shit. Like the people wasn't putting it together, you know?
Right.
Wow. Wow.
A lot of people they did think that, like, oh, you guys are, you're gaining momentum and everything. You must be billionaires. Like,
Right. If they see us win one of these awards, we don't get money for this.
Right.
It's not like we win awards or something, and then there's somebody when we get home. There's a guy that signs a check.
here's $100 billion.
Right. I mean, you might get you know with a lot of music, and we love the awards and we love we love the trophies and stuff like that. But the truth of the matter is, those things are novelty and they're fun and they're I would say celebratory.
Right.
But in terms of
It's
paying,
a piece.
in terms of paying the rent,
Right.
You got to have ticket sales to pay the rent.
Ticket sales, merch sales, album sales.
Yeah.
All that
Sales.
stuff.
Capitalism.
Yo, for real.
That's true. Hey, Melissa. Did you know there are thousands of explicit AI girlfriend ads found on Meta platforms?
What?
Yeah. Explicit girlfriend ads.
What about boyfriend ads?
Nope.
Where's all the guys that, oh, whoa, whoa, fellas, go get them?
Says specifically AI girlfriends.
That doesn't seem right. I feel like there should be an equal amount of AI dudes going to get the poontang.
Get the AI girl poontang? So the AI
Why
boys getting
don't
the AI
girls-
girl poontang?
So guys already like artificial women. Do women like artificial men? I mean, most men are artificial already.
Oh, snap.
No, but you know what I mean? Seriously. Girls?
I haven't really seen an AI man, so I can't really say
okay.
yes or no.
Okay. What about the idea of it? How about an AI companion?
I would like
Right.
I would like a real thing.
Okay, I get that.
I'm a realist.
So you don't want
Science.
You
No-
don't want iRobot?
no ones and zeros.
No ones and zeros.
Okay.
Yeah, but with an AI, you can have any guy you want. You know,
I can
a guy
have
that's
any
sweet,
guy I
a
want in
that's
reality.
Right.
tough, you know?
I can have any guy I want in reality.
I like
No,
that
because-
attitude.
Because men in real life are pieces of shit.
Yo,
What did the AI
hold
guys
on.
be pieces
all,
of shit
all the
too?
guys right now that are pieces of shit are going. Every time me and Zach say that, they're going, "Oh fuck,
No!
stop saying that."
Guys, I know this.
Right.
Chill.
Lexi already knows the guys are pieces of shit.
It's not a big secret.
It's not a big secret. Real men already know this.
Keep it real. Here we go. So Meta has been pushing out AI on Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp so much that you can't turn it off. I tried. When I was going on Facebook to share out the feed, the AI just popped open. I did not.
I don't
Click
see
anything.
any AI girls.
It's
Where
up-
are they? Where I never find. Nobody ever shows me none of this shit.
That's because you gotta pay for AI girls.
Oh really?
I believe so.
So what's
That's why there's always ads for them.
what's the novelty then? Like what's good about it if you have to pay for it?
You have to pay for everything now. Everything is a subscription.
There's no free versions of artificial girlfriends. There's a free version of YouTube. Like, does your artificial girlfriend come with ads?
Yeah, see, that's why you gotta pay for the premium.
That's net neutrality.
This
So
is-
technically,
this is-
yeah.
right, like you get your AI girlfriend. You're like, this is premium digital pussy.
Love that.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah, it just means you don't have an ad for McDonald's in the middle of, while you're sexting your AI girlfriend.
Like all of a sudden, like you're getting into it, and out pops a medium fry.
Right? She's like,
Video says AI girls only take Bitcoin as a thing.
Damn, I don't even know about this stuff. So a while ago, we were gonna buy one. I think the band should buy an AI girlfriend for
Should
the
they-
summer.
the
Kevin
entire
says
band?
Cortana is an AI girlfriend.
Well, so is Siri then,
And so is Alexa.
right?
The hell?
Put a 1 in the chat if you are down with having an AI girlfriend, and don't even be nervous either. We're not going to judge
just be
you.
honest.
I'm keeping it real. Would you try it? Is it fun?
Would you try a week trial?
B-Tac, thanks for the follow.
Like, are you into it?
I don't think Alexa would make a good girlfriend, though. Alexa, Hey, Alexa, do you love me? See, she doesn't even answer. So actually, I guess she would be kind of a real girlfriend.
Oh shit!
Oh my god!
Yo, that's fucked up. You know I'm timestamping that. That's funny.
For a monthly subscription of just $4.99, the AI girl will have your name virtually tattooed on her forehead.
You'll be virtually.
Wait, your name or your face?
Wait a minute.
Your name.
She's gonna get a face tat with your name on it? Nobody wants an AI girlfriend with a face tat.
Right?
Yeah, no thanks.
Lee says, actually, I'll take a free trial.
Yo, see that's thank you. Keep it real points for him. We're gonna start giving out keep it real points.
I love that.
Real point.
Whoever keep it real, you get points.
No,
How many
we're gonna get a
points?
light. We're gonna get a big light right here, and every time there's keep it real points, we're gonna hit the thing, and there's gonna be keep
pew,
it.
pew, pew,
Yeah,
pew.
it's gonna be keep it real. Right. Yes. Porpoises, ape shits,
Platypus.
platyping, petaflafla.
Yes, Petaflafa, yes.
Let's steer clear of that one.
Make me get the drum pad. Here are 5 reasons, everyone, that you should use a VPN.
So you don't get caught surfing porn. Like, what's the big deal? So I see the VPN stuff all the time, and I think people use VPNs mostly because they don't want people that they live with to see their search history.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay.
Well,
Steve
also-
Yockley wants to know how long the free trial is.
We don't
Y'all
know.
are killing me.
Hold on.
That'll
You guys go find us the best AI artificial girlfriend that money can buy, and then return here to the Honeycomb Hideout next week. And us, the band, we will adopt an AI girlfriend for the summer, and we will do a whole series on it. I just don't want to deal with her myself. I want to be able to pass her off to my bandies.
Does it count as cheating? Like, I'm married. Would that be cheating?
No,
I have an AI
it's
girlfriend?
artificial. It's art. It's art.
Loophole.
Yeah, see?
Our new friend Beta wants to know how you guys are doing. He's the
Oh,
one that
doing
just
good.
followed.
Oh, thank you for
Hi.
following.
Good?
We're doing good.
Yeah.
We're trying to choose our future AI girlfriend.
What should her name be?
Some like waspy shit.
Like,
We got to name her something that we're not going to get sick of.
So it can't be Stacy.
so Betty's out of the question.
Why would you? Nothing against anybody named Stacy, but what made you thought Stacy?
Oh, because every time we're thinking about girl names, I instantly think of the Stacy's Mom's Got It Going On
Oh,
song.
okay. Christ almighty. Some of my best friends are named Stacy.
This is nothing against Stacy. It's just because of that
Oh,
song.
okay. I'm just
Honestly,
Look.
it's just because that song. For real.
see. Listen,
Stacey
can I?
Dash does have it going on.
Okay, no, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys.
Same.
I've been noticing this happening more often. We'll say stuff in these conversations. All right. Now you're gonna. We'll say stuff like, we'll make an example, and we'll be acting something out on the live stream, and I'll be like, "Fucking Dave thinks he's fucking tough, right?" And then somebody named Dave will inbox me an hour from now and be like,
No.
"I don't understand what the problem is."
No! Will.
Right. Somebody does. It's people that do it every day. And I don't think we're popular. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to give out that energy. But the page has grown to a point where if I say something about Stacy, one of my fucking high school friends are gonna call me on the phone. They think I'm
Oh.
talking about him.
Oh.
They don't realize that they don't.
I don't know anyone personally named Stacy.
Yes,
no.
you do. You know, like 4 friends of mine named Stacy. You just haven't realized it.
Oh.
I was gonna say I definitely went to school with a handful of Stacys.
You've talked to
I
2
only
of my
read-
Stacys this year.
Oh. I'm sorry.
No, you don't have to apologize. I think the misunderstanding is that it's not your fault.
Oh.
It's that our friends that are named Stacy don't realize that there are probably 10 Stacys that have visited us in the last week or 2.
Right. Gotcha.
It's just you don't want to say that too loud because people go, "Oh, you think you know all the Stacys, do ya?"
I've met a lot of. I've met at least 1/3 of the Stacys on the planet.
Don't say it too loud. People are gonna get jelly.
Well, many. Yeah.
Right.
So you already know how that's gonna go.
Are they getting like Concord grape or Smuckers?
Marmalade.
Ah,
Whoa.
You like marmalade?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's so good.
I don't even know what it is. It's like fucking orange peels and
Yeah.
fucking
sounds
lint.
fancy.
It
Yeah.
is.
Sounds
Tastes fancy. That's for sure.
Marmalade with pumpernickel and butter.
Whoa.
I know how to do it. I'm
Yeah.
from Portsmouth.
I was gonna say that sounds bougie.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So, here are the 5 reasons why you perhaps should think about using a VPN. For those of you that don't know what a VPN is a virtual private network. And you
So
Can
we just got
switch it
done
to a
talking about
VPN.
virtual girlfriends, and
Yeah.
now we're going on to virtual privates.
Private network.
your
Right.
privacy
Yeah.
to keep, hackers, trackers, people that want to hack your AI girlfriends.
Hackers, trackers, smackers,
Right.
everybody.
And even your internet service provider, also known as your ISP. People can also hack into that and do some weird stuff to it as well.
Video says battery is not included.
It's a great movie.
What?
Didn't I show you that movie
What, batteries not included?
during the lockdowns? I showed you that movie, I think.
I think I've seen it.
With the little guys that fly around and stuff.
I've never seen that movie.
I think I showed it to you guys during the Slamdemic.
No. The only movies I remember from the Slamdemic were The Secret Window and Gemini.
Clearly, I don't remember. Do you remember The Wall?
No, but I remember
Like
The
Pink
Prisoner.
Floyd?
You remember what was that?
I have better long memory.
It's because you smoke a lot of weed. Kills your short-term memory.
Yeah. So what were...
That's why we keep so many notes.
Yeah.
That's okay. We'll write about it later.
Okay. So here's why you should use a VPN. You can stay protected. Number 1, having a private network
Less likely to get chlamydia.
or encrypted.
Ban.
Whoa. Sorry. You can also bypass restrictions. So let's say there's some restrictions on some ads popping up. You can bypass that using a VPN.
Right. Like, let's say you can't watch porn in Texas.
You can using a VPN.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome. Also Florida, you're welcome. Number 3, you can stream without limits. The limit
Yo,
does not exist.
Imagine
What?
porn being illegal to some degree.
I mean, it was in America for a long time.
Was it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think.
I thought even like
I think President Ulysses S. Grant, his Postmaster General's big platform was like making sure all porn was outlawed. If you were trying to send, explicit images through the mail service, he'd track you down. And,
beat the shit out
Yeah.
of you. Yeah. That's wild.
yeah.
That sounds terrible.
Imagine that. Show a little butt cheek and the postmaster shows up.
That sounds
Right.
It's like, this is none of your business, buddy.
Yeah,
He's like,
your mail carrier just comes in, just beats the shit out of you.
That sounds
Right.
really
Slaps you with a
traumatizing.
fine.
right. Right, and then you got it right. That's crazy.
I'm not okay with this. I'm glad we've
Well,
changed
apparently
the times.
neither was anybody else.
Good. I'm glad we changed it. Number 4, we're going to optimize speeds. So if your computer is running low, switch it to VPN. It'll run faster. And number 5, every shopper's favorite thing. You can find the best deals
True that.
using a VPN. You can find all the coupons,
Oh my god.
all the sales and promo
Because
codes.
everybody's cock blocking
You know
each
what?
other all day on SEO.
The thing
Yeah.
that sucks about that, though, is because I use a VPN. So whenever I go to shop online and I'm ready to check out, it's like, oh, guess what? The state you're getting this from, where we think you are, has a ridiculous sales tax.
Oh,
So-
fuck.
There's a downside to it.
Oh, wow.
There's a loophole.
Yo, see, that's why we have this program, though. Like, that's exactly why we have this podcast, for information like
Right.
that.
Although on the plus side, if you're not a New Hampshire resident or another state that doesn't have a sales tax, which I think it's just us in Florida, but you can switch yourself to be to one of us. You know, you can switch yourself to be from New Hampshire, and then you don't have to pay the sales tax.
Wow.
Everyone, make sure you take notes on what he just said. Because that's some serious insider knowledge.
I don't care if people know what type of porn I look up.
I'm actually
I don't
pretty
give a
open
fuck.
about.
I just don't give a fuck. Like, you
Yeah.
get to my age and you're like, you know what? People are going to find out stuff about you and they're going to not like you. And you know what? Fuck them. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, as long as you're not lowering the quality of other people's life, like, what's the business? Like, what's the conversation? People are always going to find stuff about other people that they find undesirable or things that they wouldn't do in their private time. So what? Yeah.
Thank you.
That's something good happened over there.
Okay. You guys ready for this article?
Oh,
It's a crazy one.
how cray.
Mhm.
Like,
Diddy files a motion to dismiss
what?
the sexual assault lawsuit back in
Okay.
1991.
Can we switch every nasty word for nasty word? Just say nasty thing.
Okay, nasty thing.
Yeah.
Back in 1991.
Just so we're not right. So we're not
Okay.
like.
Got you.
I think this is good to hear about.
So, Mr. Diddy, and his legal team filed a motion to dismiss claims dating back in 1991 in a nasty word case against him, asserting he can't be charged under laws that didn't exist yet at that time of the alleged incident. So that's his argument. Is that
So he's not arguing that he didn't do nasty things.
no, he's arguing
That'd be-
about the law and
Smart.
how
Smart. I will say that is a smart legal
Right.
team move.
yes.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you want to get off of something, you don't. If you know that your client's a scumbag, you don't argue that he didn't do it.
Right.
You argue that the law's fucked up.
Right. I was going to say, in theory, like, you could have somebody who signs a confession saying they did something.
Yeah.
But if you can prove that, that it was coerced,
The
it's not admissible.
if the course of action to get him to sign that
Right.
was unlawful.
Or again, you find, you break in, the cops raid this person's house and,
Mm-hmm.
they see him in there hacking somebody with a machete, but
Mm-hmm.
they didn't have a warrant. Well, that you can't use any of that. So,
You got to tell that story the right way. No, I feel you.
So according to I'm not going to get into the case because there's a lot of
Right.
naughty words in it.
Yep.
But the last part of this particular paragraph, it says, according to the new documents, Combs' team claims she can't sue him for several of the 6 causes of action against him because the relevant laws didn't exist when he allegedly did those naughty words to her.
I think that that's important though, because a lot of people just don't know how the law works, and it seems like social media and people that spend their time on social media are so disengaged from the law. Whether you think it's important or not, it does come into play a lot in terms of music and musicians, and when we're trying to make points about music, a lot of consumers and fans are confused or misunderstood about the procedures and the way that the music industry develops because they don't understand the way the law works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In the next paragraph, it goes over all of the different updates of the laws over the years since that that alleged incident happened, and how they've progressed those laws and how those new laws are coming into action now. And he says, like was just stated, that because those laws weren't in effect at that time when those alleged acts happened, he can't or shouldn't be charged with it.
And I want to say another thing. I'm not a fan of his music or his history, or lack thereof for that matter. But you know what is upsetting to see people sometimes is us weigh out what we know and then us try to jump into the judge's robe
Mm-hmm.
without letting an investigation fully take. I mean, the federal government is a big deal. They don't usually kick people's door in until they have a case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They don't.
The alleged victim wants it to go to trial, so we're waiting for all of that to happen.
What I'm saying is he may or may not be a nice guy. We don't really know yet. But I think it's important for people on social media, especially when we're talking about music. You know, Marilyn Manson. You know, when we talk about these big acts in rock and roll, in rap music. I mean, Marilyn Manson's on a tour again.
Mm-hmm.
Marilyn Manson settled out. Now he's settled. That's different. That's somebody that agrees to not go to trial and to pay their accusers to avoid going to trial.
Yeah, but Marilyn Manson was convicted in our state of a crime.
I understand totally. But as far as like the relevance to like what's going on with Sean Combs, the difference between Sean Combs and Marilyn Manson is Marilyn Manson, in order to pay your accusers, you essentially pay accusers because you don't want to go over the details and the facts of the evidence in a public courtroom.
Right.
When I don't know an innocent man that would be accused of SA. I don't know an innocent man that's going to pay his accusers to avoid going over the details in a fact-finding public courtroom. Mm-hmm. So, just for context, I want to say that we may not like Sean Combs. We may not like the idea of what he may have done. You know, collectively, when you look at all the information, it's pretty as wild as some of the allegations from Marilyn Manson. But in rock and roll and heavy metal, they don't hold their offenders accountable. Marilyn Manson's back on tour. Mm-hmm. So people will say, oh, Puff Daddy this and Puff Daddy's a bad guy. And I'm certainly not sticking up for him. However, Puff Daddy hasn't paid his accusers he has not paid his accusers, mm-hmm. In the current FBI investigation. He has, however, paid out his accuser Cassie, though. So you got to understand that in terms of both these guys, they both admitted to, essentially by paying your accusers, you're saying you don't want to go over the details in a fact-finding courtroom. Mm-hmm. Puff Daddy's not on tour. How come Marilyn Manson is? How come the world hates Puff Daddy? Puff Daddy paid his accuser, okay, to avoid going into a courtroom. Because if you go into a courtroom, you have to go over the facts in front of your peers publicly. Mm-hmm. You have to determine the facts in a courtroom. So men who are accused by their victims pay their victims to avoid going into public court. Puff Daddy paid his victim. We can't stand them, right? That's the big deal, right? How come Marilyn Manson's on tour? Why does rock and roll protect these people? Now, if you ask, the rap guys don't protect Puff Daddy. They don't like him. Hip hop doesn't protect Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy paid his accuser. Which is to say that he didn't want to go to court and go over the public facts with a jury of his peers. I don't know any innocent men that pay their accusers. If somebody accused me of throwing trash on the ground, I'd take it to trial. If somebody accused me of stealing a candy bar, I'd take it to trial. The last time anybody accused me of anything, I took it to trial. People have accused me of stuff before, and I took it to trial and won. So that's what I'm saying. So you got to understand how come. So we're all mad at Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy's done all type of terrible stuff, right? And he pays out his accusers, and we all go, "Oh my God, he's a terrible guy. He's admitted to doing these terrible things." How come the rock and roll and heavy metal community doesn't hold good old Marilyn Manson accountable? Huh?
That's
Because the state already did. He was convicted.
If I paid an accuser, if a woman accused me, William Savant, of grape, if somebody accused me, Melissa, hear me out. If somebody accused me of grape, do you think I'd be allowed on the stage? If somebody accused me of grape and I paid my accuser money to avoid going to trial, if I paid an accuser, if somebody accused me of a heinous crime, think of me literally. If somebody accused me of a heinous crime and I paid them money to avoid going to court so I didn't have to face my accuser and go over the public facts in front of a fact-finding group of my peers, you'd say I was fucking guilty. Would you allow me back on stage to play at shows and festivals? They won't let Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy can't get up there and rap right now. So why does rock and metal protect their sex offenders?
It's gross. It's gross.
How come we can all point the finger and say diddy 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 and do all that, and we can make? I'm all for it. Let's make fun of these guys. Let's call them out. Marilyn Manson's on fucking stage. If I was accused of the same thing, would you let me get up there and do Beautiful People for your daughter? Would you let me do it? Would you let me take your kids to the dope show? I'm just asking you. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. These guys are still on the radio. Do you think if I could run around and abuse girls, they'd play my music on the radio? You guys know if I was accused of abusing girls, I'd be in jail.
It's the unfair.
If I was accused of the stuff that Puff Daddy and Marilyn Manson do to fucking people, I'd be in jail, no question. I would not be on a major festival. If I was doing the shit, if I was even accused of doing the shit that those men have been accused of doing, if I was even accused of doing the things that they have paid their victims off to be silenced about, then I would be in a prison. There's no way I would be accused of heinous crimes like that and be allowed on stage to perform in front of hundreds of thousands of people.
It's unfair.
And guess what? Hip-hop and rap won't let Puff Daddy back on stage. Why does rock and heavy metal protect their sex offenders?
It's fucking weird.
Why do they do it?
It's fucking weird. It's gross.
We can move on from the topic. If the rap guys can hold Puff Daddy accountable, he can't get on a fucking stage. He can't get on a stage. The rap guys never liked Puff Daddy. If you ever hear about the stuff about they never liked them, nobody's ever liked his music. Any guys I know, any real hip hop guys know that I've ever met, there's only one kind of people that like Puff Daddy, and it's people that are fans of pop music and TV and pop culture and stuff like that. If you ask guys that are in hip hop, that are fans, authentic fans of hip hop. If you ask black guys, they don't like Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy could never get on stage and rap. Nobody ever respected him. Nobody ever took him serious. You might not know that unless you look like me. I'm here to tell you. We wouldn't let him back on stage. How come rock and metal let these guys back on stage? Elvis Presley. He's another one. He's the king.
Weird.
That's crazy. And there are a lot of other ones too. Tupac went to jail too for sexual assault. There's another one. We love him. We all dance around. We all dance around to the music. What is up with that? What is up with that? How come regular bands and regular talented people can't get a shot? This is the best we could do. The best we could do in rock and roll is forgiving sex offenders. That's the best we could do. Those slots. That's the best performers we could get.
No.
Is Puff Daddy and Marilyn Manson. That's the best we could do on planet Earth. All planet Earth of all human beings. That's the top tier stuff that we could come up with. Like of all the people that could be on stage this year, Five Finger Death Punch, they could take anyone on tour. But they took a sex offender. That is just fucking weird. What the fuck's up, rock and roll? That's rock and roll.
Weird.
It's really rock and roll. It's really rock and metal. Come on, rock and roll, dude.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's gross.
Rock and roll, dude.
Gross. Is there any Taylor Swift fans in the house?
Me, because she hasn't sexually assaulted anybody yet.
And she's also sold nearly 2 million traditional albums. Nearly 2 million traditional albums, including 859,000 vinyl units of her new album, The Tortured Poets Department.
Huh. Sounds like a Marilyn Manson song. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna stop.
Are there Swifties in the house? Are you a Swiftie?
I'm now a Swiftie.
You're now a Swiftie. Well, you might want to hear her new album.
I wasn't before, but I really am now.
Right.
And I have several reasons for it.
The sales milestone reflecting albums moved across permanent downloads, cassettes, CD, and vinyl alike between April 19th and the 25th. Entered the media spotlight. Taylor Swift's album, The Tortured Poets Department, entered the media spotlight in a breakdown from Billboard, citing that the outlet specifically identified 914 million Tortured Poets Department units sold directly throughout the stretch. So from the 19th to the 25th, direct units of 1.9 million Tortured Poets Department units have been sold.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
I am. That's a tangible musical item for those of you that don't know.
Wow. Did you hear what she just said?
Tangible music. One you can touch, not download.
Melissa, she just said that Taylor Swift sold 1 million physical records.
Yeah, that's crazy.
1.9 million between a couple days span.
But do you understand what that means for us?
People want tangible music.
It does, man. If you're the right kind of artist, this is doable.
No
it means
one
you can
wants,
make a living.
Yeah. No one wants to download the shit.
We don't trust it. It shows that everything that we've talked about on this program for the last 2 years is true.
It also shows direct to consumer has never failed.
And it shows
consumers want albums.
Yes, and it also shows if you make great music, your fans are going to love it.
Exactly. Notably, just for notes, for any vinyl people that like to also include vinyl in the stats when they're looking at new albums and stuff, vinyl accounted for 859,000 of those units in the sale sum.
Okay, so some of that was probably like merch bundles and shit like that.
CDs,
Yep.
cassettes,
Yep.
as calculated
Wow!
album
Oh my
equivalent
god!
units. The overall
Dude, that's
figure.
how I want to roll shit out. I'm loving that.
She rolled it
That's
out.
exciting to me. That's,
Two
it feels
points-
like it's real again.
Oh
right?
yeah, 2.6 million.
That's real
Oops,
music
sorry.
industry shit. Like, that is fucking so dope.
She's breaking records.
Remember
with
when we
this.
first, like, signed a record deal and we got all those boxes of CDs and we were all cutting them up and there was fucking merch all over the apartment? And it was like, that felt so, like, organic and dope. It felt like we were really doing something. And even, like, for the moment we were. Because it was, like, that old school feeling of being able to connect with everybody for the first time.
I remember
That's so exciting, man.
the first show back after the pandemic, where we had a whole bunch of new fans that are coming to the show, and they're like, we never like had your album, we didn't want you to send it to us because we knew there was going to be one day we were going to see you and have the album. So for the first couple of shows, we were selling albums
It was
off the merch
crazy. And
table.
we couldn't believe it.
These two specifically were like, what? The album
We're
was sold
selling
more than the
music?
t-shirts?
Like, we were blown
That's
the
not
fuck
how
away.
it was before. Before it was t-shirts were the biggest
We were
seller.
like, people
no
are
one
buying
really wanted
CDs. We were like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
up the wazoo.
Lee Daniels said, I was just about to mention physical albums and CDs need to make a comeback.
And they are. That's what this article is all
Yeah,
about.
Joe, you
Lee.
should be really excited about that because
I'll read it to him again so he understands what's going on, why we're freaking out right here. We're nerding out over this.
there is a
I
reason.
think it's great.
1.9 million
Mm-hmm.
Tortured Poets Department units sold. That means tangible albums from Taylor Swift's new album. 1.9 million of those have sold.
And if there's a couple things we can learn from that, we're not Taylor Swift.
No?
But Taylor Swift is creating a conversation that leads to hope. That she's showing that she doesn't need to rely on Spotify to make a living in music, man.
She sells
that the
albums.
idea, the fucking myth that we can't do it without streaming is indeed a myth. That we need to go through these apps, that we need to go through our mobile phones to be in the music industry is fake and false. It's not real.
And that's what Taylor Swift is showing here with these numbers. And
Right.
artists like her, like Beyonce, she also has
There are-
some really good
yes.
numbers as well, I want to know.
And whether
with
you
her
like it or
album.
not, Kanye did the same thing. I
Yes.
know a lot of people, he's a controversial
Those
character.
three of
but
them, those top three are pulling in numbers from actual tangible record sales.
Gio says you need to stress the fact it was 2 days, 1.9 million. 2
Oh my
days.
goodness, that's true. That's
That's
true.
yeah,
Good
2
point.
days.
Good point. Good
Yep,
point.
that is a good point. I wish they included that. They gave it a farther
Gio,
stretch.
why don't you just move here?
Yeah. Please.
Just move
You're
next
freaking
door.
incredible.
There's a building right next door. We'll go halves. We'll sublease it out. You know what I mean? Zachy B will move in there.
We'll all move in.
We'll all move in.
Yeah.
Think about it. We'll keep it moving. And we have to keep it moving right now because it's time to go.
Okay. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next week. Go buy an album.
Go blow your candle out.
Get a vinyl.
Bye.
Have a good day.
P. Diddy.
May the 4th be with you.
P. Diddy.